We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
He is the Grand Campeon, Julio Cesar Chavez. They'll be squared up against Lightning Hands from Japan.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories. Introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Japan, wearing the orange trunks, trimmed with orange, Lightning Hands.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. The jab doesn't quite connect. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
Back on the job. That was a terrible round out.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Right hook misses. Good counter punching. Fantastic punch. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. Nice counter. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell sometime.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They exchange punches. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch caught him clean. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and the grand champion might go down. Beautiful counter shot. Then step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time counter shot? What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure.
That's his round.
Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Incredible work rate. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both fighters link. Hold that thought. Whoa, ay caramba! Julio Cesar Chavez in trouble. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Dios mío, it's Julio Cesar Chavez gonna go down. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down.
We're switching off.
This is the beginning of round 6. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Holding nothing back here in the round. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
All that work in camp, they'll get it.
And there's the bell for round 7. They ring the bell, and here we go. Counter shot. Good defense on that right hook. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Catch and shoot. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Yeah, look at Duff. All the belts, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, what ping we bring, man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping we bring, man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping we bring, man right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punched you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. All you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes. They're coming up against Lightning Hands from Japan.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the two-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko. Fighting out of the blue corner from Japan, wearing the orange trunks, trimmed with orange, Lightning Hands.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
All right, Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And we're underway in round 1. Nice punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we're seeing? There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
That counter punch caught him clean. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter shot. He misses with that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have... What do we expect to see here in round 2? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement with left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. These punches coming from every angle. Perfect counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Terrific counter lands. The jab not finding its target. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he? There's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That jab doesn't find a home. He threw a punch and just got countered. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good punch. Well done with that counter shot. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Throws the jab but does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough. Back at it in round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes just so like to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Good counter punching. Nice slip to avoid the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is a...
Just be smart.
time for the 5th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. Incredible work rate. We've seen him. Whoa, wait a minute. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely done. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter. Just misses right uppercut. Beautiful counter. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Take the round off. Win the round. Great round, man. Relax.
This is the beginning of round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's gonna do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Looking to land the hook. And he scores with the counter. Nope, that jab not going to score. They exchange punches. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go to those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear.
That's a terrible round.
There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That jab doesn't score. counter shot lands. How about that time counter shot? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Catch and shoot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Those counter punches have to hurt. Nobody home with that hook. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be...
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
General.